When it comes to seasonal anime, the main thing I've always looked forward to is surprises. Something that wasn't on my watch list, was not on my radar, but here we are watching it, and I enjoy it so much. Watching these happen, it's an amazing experience, because there's things you're looking forward to, you're excited about, or you heard something about it, but that's it. But when it comes to this, you're like, oh yeah, I wasn't expecting this, but it's welcome all the same. Because this, I've never been a big fan of Super Sentai or Power Rangers or even Kamen Rider. Never been a big thing about it. Yeah, I watched Power Rangers growing up, but it wasn't something I looked forward to. I only really had like one or two toys of the Power Rangers one. It was one Red Ranger on a motorcycle that turned into a flying machine. Think Dragon. Don't know which one that was from. And one of the Black Rangers with the horns that had the cool little spaceship. And that was it. Never had anything else majorly big when it comes to the Power Rangers thing. So then there's Super Sentai, and then of course I never ever dove into Kamen Rider ever. I just know that they look like beetle-like people in these suits that fought disgusting, strange monsters. This typical Super Sentai kind of thing. So, but however, this one I saw was different, and this is funny how I'm going to start the entire Kamen Rider series by watching something like this. And it's Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. He wants to be one so badly. Growing up, you ever watched that show that inspired you, that gave you strength, that you wanted to watch and you would imitate every single time? You go out on the playground with the other kids and you'll play a fight scene from it, whether it comes wrestling, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, or whatever. You would want to act like those characters growing up, especially the boys. The boys love doing that. Watching something cool on TV and imitating it, and then we get injured. And then the news starts saying, oh my god, don't watch the show. It's dangerous, everybody. Let's spread some useless controversy instead of talking about something actually important. But anyways, I digress. Tojima grows up watching Kamen Rider. He wants to be Kamen Rider no matter what. And he's just something, it's his life goal. So this dude goes out in the woods since a young age, training, fighting bears, exercising, whatever he can do. And then, however, it scared people away from him. Even people he could have been as a love relationship, it scared everyone away. So, he decides to stop the Kamen Rider stuff for a while, throw away all his merchandise and all that stuff. And he sits in his boring, plain house or apartment and just eats his yakisoba, wasn't yakisoba, or takoyaki, and that's it. Until one day, a group of thugs start acting like they're from Shocker, the main organization that Kamen Rider fights. And he sees them acting like Shocker because their boss wants them to act like Shocker and cause chaos all around. So Kojima takes out his mask. That's right, he still has a mask, a Kamen Rider mask. He puts it on and he transforms into Kamen Rider, and he starts beating everyone up. He doesn't really transform. He just puts on a mask and he puts on the persona of Kamen Rider and beats the crap out of the other Shockers. Now, he isn't the only one. Of course, you're never the only one. There's always people out there around your age during that time who watch things for a certain reason or two and also wishes to imitate the same thing but in their own way. There's this teacher who loves tackle or tech, and she literally made her own costume. Now, at a young age, she grew up training in the gym, boxing, lifting them weights, getting them gains, making that thick body, baby. And she starts becoming, she actually stops there, her big book bag, undresses, and puts on a uniform right then and there. Hers is cool, but it's very insufficient because the bad guy could be getting away or something could be happening. So you're waiting on you to put on your uniform in order to fight a Shocker, which could have left by now. But she got the strength to pull it off, though. So there's a big difference. And of course, as time goes on, there's others who wish to be like Shocker, or as well as a different kind of Kamen Rider, like Riderman or V3, and stuff. But however, as time goes on, something strange is happening. Something that I was still kind of disappointed in is that I wish that they stuck to everyone just imitating Kamen Rider, from the villains to the good guys. However, it took a twist during the middle of the way where turns out Shocker is real. There's monsters out there turning people into Shocker. And all they gotta do is go, and they transform into Shocker, the black uniform and everything. And there's also some higher rank ones. But these monsters are the ones that are causing people who truly desire to become Shocker and turns them into it. Even one of the Yakuza bosses turns into a complete Shocker after a near-death experience. But the thing that settled me is that the monsters are real. They're real. I wish they weren't. I wish it was someone who thought they were such a real monster that they were pretending to be one with some high budget props that they were using. But no, they're real monsters. I was excited, but I was disappointed because I really wish they stick to that thing where it just doesn't exist in this world. But it's happening. People are pretending to be part of this Kamen Rider universe all over Japan. And everyone's just acting like they're a part of this role. That would have been nice. I wish they kept that vibe, but I still am welcome with the turning events that the monsters are real. And so far, we're already on like what, episode 8 or 9, and I'm enjoying it so far. Tojima gains other allies and companions who are also, even a Shocker who is in love with one of the other Kamen Riders, more of Riderman and everything. And these people truly get into the persona of everything. Like, they have the acting, the moves, the strength. They just wish that they could have that advanced body like they do in the show. If they're going against real monsters, they truly gotta prove themselves. But the fact that the cops aren't on this is just amazing. Maybe that's just how peaceful Japan is at the end of the day. Now, let's talk about art direction. Art direction is amazing. The facial expressions, the background, the settings. The settings are, neutral, good, up to par, nothing different. But the facial expressions, the art, the in depth, and even the character break scenes where they'll do the we'll be right back and everything like that is amazing. I love the artwork. Most definitely. Animation is also up to par. You can tell the people who were working on this project were really passionate. They love it extremely much. And the music, oh my god, the music, the opening, the outro, the OST in the background as they're fighting, man, it's just wow, man. This really is one of my most favorite anime to watch of the season because it's just up there. Sad part is no one's really talking about this. I guess in the West side. Kamen Rider never really made it big here on the West side. Because during the time, everyone was talking about Go Go Loser Ranger, which I couldn't really get into because they're showing their mouths. If you're gonna be Sentai, you can't show your mouth. Your whole entire face gotta be covered. But anyways, Red Ranger Becomes an Adventure in Another World is still my personal favorite. But Kamen Rider is coming very close. I am enjoying where the show is gonna go next, and like I said, the music from the outro that gets you hyped for the opening, the OST, the background music as they're fighting, getting hyped up, and of course that outro, the cute little takoyaki training. He too wishes to become Kamen Rider at the end of the day, man. And he fights the giant teddy bear at the end. All too good all around. But yes, Tojima Wants to Become a Kamen Rider is definitely one of the anime you should be watching this season. It is wonderful, it is amazing, and oh boy, this is just fantastic. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have seen Tojima or heard of it, tell me what you think in the comments below. That being said, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox, signing out.